Hi dear students, welcome to my isomerism lecture number 2. In this, I am going to discuss tautomerism and its examples as well as cis-trans isomerism with the examples and the differences. Okay, let us see our first information. Tautomerism. What do you mean by tautomerism? He is also known as cryptomerism, allotropism, metotropy or ketoenol isomerism. So different kinds of names are there for this. It was introduced by Carnot Lahr. It's a type of isomerism in which the two functional isomers exist together in a dynamic equilibrium. So we can also call this is a dynamic equilibrium, and the two forms existing in the equilibrium are called tautomers. These forms are formed due to migration of H plus or proton, cation mainly, due to which bond position changes. That is called as a desmotropism. And the mechanism of H plus or proton is called cation tropism or prototropism. So this mechanism name. The least stable form is called Lebel form. Here you observe shifting of hydrogen from P to R. See here in this we have this is the hydrogen shifting to R. So in this shifting case, so this is dynamic equilibrium exists. Okay, let us see the next one. The migration of cation. The migration of cation is possible in the following two ways. Diode system. Here H plus cation migrates to next atom. So here you see an example here. This is carbon nitrogen triple bond is there. From carbon to nitrogen, there is a resonance structure is given in this. Entirely this hydrogen go towards nitrogen. Here HONO in this, to this oxygen hydrogen is there, so it goes towards nitrogen. Here in this case, this is called as a diode system. That means two electrons are triad system. Here H plus migrates to next alternative atom. That means little distance is there here. So here carbon is there, hydrogen here is showing here. Next alternative atom, you'll see this is the next alternative atom, oxygen. So this oxygen, if this hydrogen goes, then there is a double bond established between carbon and nitrogen, and this is the bond. Likewise, you see this example. In this we have this NH2 is there in this one hydrogen is said to be moving towards this oxygen. Next alternative atom it is called as triad system. Three atoms, between three atoms, among three atoms it is happening. Triad system. Okay, moving on to the next one. What is ketoenol isomerism? Exactly, it is the most common type of tautomerism in which the two tautomeric forms are keto and enol forms, which are formed as a result of migration of alpha hydrogen atom. So the presence of alpha hydrogen atom is must here, but however some of the alpha carbon atoms must not be unsaturated. They must not be unsaturated. See here keto means this is ketone form. This is enol. This is this is enol. So in this, you'll see an example here. In this, we have CH3CO, CaCH5. Dynamic equilibrium existed, and here a triad system we are observing here. In this, the hydrogen, alpha hydrogen is there on this carbon, is moving towards oxygen, double bond oxygen. So this is keto, this is enol. This is keto, this is enol. Next, you see here there are two ketone function groups are there. Here this is one ketone, here this is one ketone function carbon is there. What will happen is only one is possible. Here this location we have hydrogen, is there alpha hydrogen, and this is going towards this oxygen. Then there is a double bond formed here, and OH is formed. That means one of the ketone functional group involved in this one. Or the another chance is there. This the first one. This oxygen wants to take oxygen hydrogen. Then there will be this carbon which is taken here as alpha carbon is changing like this, and later and this ketone function group also changed due to like this migration. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, the next one here we have, there is a structure here. Observe, in this structure there is a ketone function group here. Observe, if you observe this one, over this we have one hydrogen is present here among these. That means one hydrogen valence is alpha hydrogen. So this is shifted towards this oxygen in form enol form. This is keto form, this is enol form. See another example we have. These are the examples we have. Little different from the above example. That means the function group, ketone function group is separated large apart distance here. Here ketone, here NH2 is there. So you observe all these things. Is it possible in these cases? In these cases it is definitely it is difficult. Let us see how. Why? Because this cannot show tautomerism, as alpha hydrogen carbon atoms are unsaturated, so migration of alpha hydrogen atom is not possible. Where in these cases here alpha hydrogens are unsaturated in these cases. See example, if you take this one, this is alpha hydrogen case. So that is unsaturated, it is highly impossible. Already double bond is there, we can't make it triple bond. It is highly impossible. Here, these are the locations I am telling. They are the locations. Here and here, like this. So if you observe, there is no alpha hydrogen. This is quite difficult to conduct the isomerism in this case. So the reason why we are saying this. Enol content. So what are the conditions here to say enol content should be more? It is proportional to alpha hydrogens, double bond with OH, proportional to acidic nature. Enol content will be more when the resonance and chelation is happening. Enol content is more when the number of carbonyl groups are increasing. So it is more in the case of acyclic beta diketones. Generally, enol content is higher in this type of compound, which is most important JEE examination point. Remember, here this is the case. So here there is a cyclization possibilities there between this OH and O. We have this hydrogen is there. This hydrogen is taken for the triad system, and it is became OH here, and double bond is established here. So after that establishment, we are observing enol form here, and between hydrogen and oxygen there is a slight attraction here also shown, because intramolecular hydrogen bonding is possible in this case. What kind of hydrogen bonding? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding here is possible. Enol form is stabilized by extending the conjugation only, and intramolecular hydrogen bonding is also possible. See the next one. Enol content is decreasing order. So what is the main order, important order? See here, this is enol content is more in this case. This is diketones are there here and here. After that we have This is another and ester form also there here, ketonic ester. Here aldehyde and ketone are present in this. In this ketone is there. In this only aldehyde is there, esteraldehyde. And the least is this one, as we have already discussed. There is alpha hydrogen is not there, means almost very less enol content is possible in this case of quinol type of compound. See here, the data is telling that 99.99% is possible with this type of structure. Ester structures is there here. Here 89% is there. Here diketone structure is there. 76% possibility is there. Here also 8.4. Here 9.1. Like this, there is a data information only. This is very less content here. Here butanol. Here we don't have any kind of here hydrogens are there, but the possibility is very less because all sp3 hybridized things are here present. And here see aldehyde, esteraldehyde. The reason, this is the reason. So these are the some examples I am showing. So you can understand in which kind of compounds this ketone enol content is more. Let us see some specific examples of tautomers. We have nitroso-oxime. This is nitroso and this is oxime. Tautomerism, how is possible? Here, this hydrogen from the carbon, the immediate atom carbon is there, on that hydrogen is there, alpha hydrogen. Migrated, this proton is migrated, after that oxime is formed. So oxime nitroso tautomerism is possible. Nitro, esto-nitro tautomerism. This is nitro. This is esto-nitro form, SE form. This is esto-nitro form. Okay, observe here. Here, which is going here is hydrogen. Okay, nitro. Next, enamine tautomerism. Enamine. So this is amine. Enamine. This is in. This is amine. Enamine. Okay. So here, which is separated out here, is nothing but this hydrogen. This hydrogen, the triad system went here. Next, amide imidol tautomerism. This is amide. This is imidol. So, this is oxygen carbon, oxygen double bond will be like this here. So over the oxygen, this hydrogen came. This is called imidol. Next, azo hydrazone tautomerism. This is azo form. The nitrogen double bond is there. Two nitrogen join azo form. Azo form it is. And we have hydrazone. That means this hydrogen in a triad system went here. Like this. These are the examples. And amidine tautomerism. Here. You observe. There is a hydrogen here present. And that hydrogen is moving towards this nitrogen. Then this bond shifts. This is called as amidine tautomerism. Lactam tautomerism. This is lactam. See how lactam is there. Here. Of that, this is also triad system. That here. And this goes here. This is called lactam. Next. Stereoisomerism or space isomerism. Next important type of isomerism is called as stereoisomerism or space isomerism. In this type of isomerism, the compounds possessing same molecular formula differ in their properties due to difference in arrangement in space of their atoms or groups in the molecule. This is called stereoisomerism. So that means here also molecular formula is same, but difference is nothing but arrangement in space of the atoms. This is most important point to be noticed. Atoms are groups, their spatial arrangement is different. So types of isomerism, stereoisomerism, how many? First one we'll see geometrical isomerism. Particularly in this type of isomerism, in which compounds possessing same molecular formula but differ in their properties due to the difference in their geometry. Difference in the geometry, that is due to difference in the direction of attachment of same atoms or group of atoms in the molecule. Is not shown by single bonded compounds. Most important point here, like carbon single bond is there due to the free rotation is not possible. Double bond is there, free rotation is not possible. Single bond is there, free rotation is possible. Here, head to head or free rotation is possible here. Here also free rotation is possible. So there is no possibility of geometrical isomerism in this kind of example also. That is the next one. Geometrical isomerism is shown by what kind of compounds? There should be carbon-carbon double bond, carbon-nitrogen double bond, or nitrogen-nitrogen double bond. And cycloalkanes we have examples. These are the possibilities. That is the first case we have carbon-carbon double bond is there. So carbon, double bond carbon will include the two same type of groups here. Same atoms or groups, there is no possibility of geometrical isomerism. So this is also most important point to be noted, that when it is possible, when it is not possible. Compounds cannot exhibit geometrical isomerism. These are the compounds here. Carbon, here and here we have same. And here we have same. And here we have same type of groups. It is not possible. Next, butene 1 does not show geometrical isomerism. Why? Because we have two hydrogen atoms here. Same. Next, these compounds can exhibit. Which compounds can exhibit? See, here we are shown. Here, double bond is present for this carbon. Here also. But here double bond is present for this carbon, but for this carbon there is no double bond. So the groups are different. Then it is possible. Here, see, is a double bonded carbon, but here single bonded carbon. It is possible. Likewise, if you observe here, in this case, chlorine, methyl groups are different. That case here carbon. This case is it's different atom. Here different atoms. That means to this which group attached? To this which group attached? That means this group attached to this one is also making the order of difference. Okay. So compounds capable of exhibiting geometrical isomerism. These are the examples. See case 2. If this is the case, different groups are there, then same groups are present, same side of the double bond, that is called cis form. Opposite side, the same type of groups are arranged here like this is called trans form. Example, if you take this one, C2H2X2, here we have X is there, same side, H is there, same side, cis form. Here, opposite side, so trans form. Example C4H4O4. Here, malic acid, cis malic acid, carboxylic acid, dicarboxylic acid. COH group, same side is there. Here, same side cis. Opposite side, this is called trans fumaric acid. It is called fumaric acid. Melting points, boiling points also will get affected because of it. For example, butene, trans butene. Here, methyl groups are there like this, opposite. Cis butene, methyl groups are same side of the double bond, unsaturation. Okay, this is the next one. Next, what is the difference between cis and trans forms? Cis is more reactive but less stable. as the same species are not on the same side. So, steric repulsion increases reactivity and decreases stability. What is the reason? Same species are on the same side. Because of it, what happens? Repulsion increases the reactivity. Steric repulsion increases the reactivity and decreases the stability. Dipole moment of cis is more. It has less melting point as same groups are on the same side. Boiling points of cis is more. Melting points are less. And solubility, viscosity and refractive index of cis is more. So these are different kinds of physical properties also different for cis compounds when compared to transforms. See what kind of form is transform. Is more stable but less reactive. Because more stable always is less reactive. Same species are on the opposite sides. So here steric hindrance repulsion is less. The dipole moment is mostly zero for this type of compounds or less. Because of symmetry in the case of symmetrical alkenes, here we have an example 0. Trans-butane 0 came. In case of unsymmetrical alkenes like is an example here alkyl group, different alkyl groups. So this is unsymmetric. Due to little unsymmetry, there may be some dipole moment values as well. For example, trans to pentene, if you take, some dipole moment value is there but lesser than cis form. This is an example for it. So here only you can change the alkyl groups to get it. It has more melting point than cis. Trans compounds are having more melting points. Boiling point of transforms is less. And solubility, viscosity, refractive index are less compared to cis. Okay. See the geometrical isomerism of cycloalkanes in case of cycloalkanes. Where this is cycloalkane, here A groups are there same side, here cyclic, because cycloalkanes carbon SN carbons or that different groups attached here. This is oppositely attached trans. See this is cyclo compound 4 membered. Here we have cis form. Opposite side is there, they are trans form. Cis decline, here this is decline formula, this is 6 decline, this is trans decline. So how they arrange, understand. Towards the observer, these thick lines. Dot line is away from the observer. So like perpendicularly it is arranged. Here if you observe this is 1, 2 cis over this. Here opposite 1 to trans. On 1, 3, so on alternative carbon atoms it is there 1, 3 cis. Here 1, 3 is trans. On alternative carbon 2 alternate, that means after leaving 2 carbon atoms is there. It's called 1 for cis form. This is 1 for trans form. Here. This one is there. Suppose you take this is. Like earlier we have taken here, different we have taken here, trans. See the difference here. Both sides same is there. So because one is having same type of atoms. So it cannot show geometric isomerism as one carbon atom has 2 similar species like A is there. That is the reason. Next. Geometric isomerism in oximes and azo compounds. Oximes, an OH group is there. This is syn. See the pair of electrons. Oppositely it is there. Then this is antiform. Another example, see, you cannot show geometric isomerism as one carbon atom has 2 similar species. See, these 2 are similar. Groups are different here, but carbon case is different. Azo compounds are there, we have here double bonds are the same side. Here cis syn, we can say. This is here trans. So this is syn, this is anti. Hence, the attached groups may also differ, that is A and B. A, B may be different. Okay. So, we have discussed today these things on tautomerism and some cis-trans isomerism possibilities with examples. We'll meet in the next session, lecture number 3 on stereo isomerism and its extension part. Okay. Thank you very much for this session.